What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with another episode of the Madden 23 Cupcake Relocation Franchise. So we are here in week 15 in what could possibly be the most important game of the entire series so far. We are currently 6-7 on the year, on the outside of the playoffs looking in, fighting for that number 7 seed, and so are our division rivals, the Indianapolis Colts. And guess who we have to play today? If you guessed the Colts, you are right. The Indianapolis Colts are 7-6. We are 6-7. So a win today would not only get us to 500 on the season, but it would actually tie us with the Colts and get us one step closer to that 7th seed of the playoffs. So just taking a look at the playoff picture here, the Buffalo Bills are the team that currently holds the 7th seed. So the Buffalo Bills is the team that we are going to have to eventually surpass, but also make sure that the Colts and a couple other teams do not pass us along the way. So if we take a look at the standings here and take a look at the Bills are 7-6. So assuming today that we could somehow beat the Colts, who, might I add, the Indianapolis Colts are the only team in the AFC South that we have not been able to beat yet. We've completely destroyed the Jaguars. The Titans, we got our first win against them in the last episode. If you haven't checked that out, go back and watch that episode because it was a banger. But the Indianapolis Colts, so far, we have not won a single game against them. So assuming that we can somehow beat the Colts today, and assuming that the Bills also lose, we would be tied with the Bills at 7-7 for that 7th seed playoff berth. And I cannot tell you how much that would make me happy. Yes, of course, but seeing where we started at with this team and how terrible we are, if we could somehow sneak into the playoffs, win or lose, that would consider that a win for the season. Now, we know the Colts very well. No point in going through the roster. We have just gotten destroyed by them time and time again so far. As far as the game plan here, we are going to keep it on half pad split, and the Colts offense, very one-dimensional. They run the offense through Jonathan Taylor. They are number 4th in the league in rushing yards at 133 per game. But the last time we played the Colts, old Danny Dimes himself actually had a very good game against us. So we are going to make our game plan defend the short pass. I've talked about this in several episodes. As much as it would make sense to make our game plan defending the run against Jonathan Taylor, you got to pick outside or inside, and whichever one you pick, it makes your blockers suck on the opposite one. So run inside, I'm going to stick with that for offensive focus, because if you've been watching, you would know that we have a running back number 1 in the making in Dom Fitzpatrick. He has completely and utterly just surpassed Tony Pollard when it comes to production. Tony Pollard has gotten benched, and he is now our running back number 2, and Dom Fitzpatrick is our number 1 running back, and his production has just been through the ceiling. So I want to continue to try to run the offense through Dom Fitzpatrick here, taking a look and making sure that everyone is healthy against this AFC South division rivalry game. It looks like it is, so there you go. Got a couple upgrades here. We'll see who is on the docket, who can get a little bit better. It's just our punter, Johnny Townsend. All right, well, way to get my hopes up there, Madden. Whatever. I mean, +3 to kick accuracy. Yeah, sure. Maybe we can pin some teams deep if we have to punt the ball, which we have done a lot. Now, before we get into this Colts game here, just like always, a couple contracts that I want to take a look at here. And Ndamukong Suh, I've been talking about him back and forth the last couple episodes. Now, he's played pretty good for us here. Let's actually take a look at Ndamukong Suh's stats on the season. I know he has been in the backfield a few times, got a couple sacks, 26 tackles, 6 of those for loss, 4.5 sacks. Not anything crazy, but he's been, I would say, an anchor on that defensive line for us. But the reason why I haven't given Ndamukong Suh a new contract yet is because he is 36. But I think that I'm just going to go ahead and do a 1-year deal. If he retires next year, then so be it. It's worth noting that he has no interest in being here. So we are going to have to up this to probably, like, say, a 1-year, $6 million deal. And that's still not enough to convince. I guess we have to convince Ndamukong Suh that this team is right for the future. His number one motivator was not being an underdog for the Super Bowl chase. So basically, if we want to bring back Ndamukong, we just got to win. Second player now is Ricky Seals-Jones. Now, I tried to bring him in last week, but he declined it. And in that episode against the Titans, man, oh man, he had a game indeed. So I think that he would be a good player to have as our tight end number 2. Obviously, we got Bruce Joyner. He is the man. So I'm okay with extending Ricky Seals-Jones until he's 31. Yeah, are we overpaying for him? Yes, we are. Most definitely. But I think it's worth it. That will just give us one less thing to have to worry about in the offseason, in the draft. He could still, potentially develop a little bit. And playing behind Bruce Joyner, I just think that's pretty good. So seeing as how we got 40 staff points now, I want to upgrade a couple things with Mike Tomlin here on his coaching tree. I just really want to get the XP gains up for players. I should have went this route here so I could get some for quarterback, but I didn't. But look, any XP boost counts, any upgrade counts. So by having that unlocked for linebackers, we can continue to work down that skill tree and get more XP gains for our players. Taking a look at the remaining schedule here, we are in week 15. Can you guys believe that? I certainly cannot. We got 4 more games left until the playoffs. Take on the Colts today, and then followed by the Seahawks and the Broncos, which are sub 500 teams. But then we have to end the season against the Baltimore Ravens, who are completely killing it this season. So I would say that we almost have to win out, but we could potentially afford to lose one more game. I guess in the ideal situation, yes, we win these last 4 games, make the playoffs as the 7th seed, and go into that feeling really good about ourselves. But you got to be realistic. You do have me behind the sticks after all. So maybe if we could win out these last 3 games, and then assuming that we drop to the Baltimore Ravens, which is a distinct possibility, I think that would still be good enough for a playoff berth. All right, man. So let's go ahead and dive into this game here. We are playing the Indianapolis Colts. Can we get our first win against the Colts in series history? It's going to be tough. The Colts have had our number. If there is ever a time to do it, it has to be now. So without further ado, we are away now, going to Lucas Oil Stadium. So without further ado, let's get down to Lucas Oil and get ready for the game. Johnny Townsend gonna boot this thing away. So we are gonna see our defense first. Gotta say, I love these away team uniforms. I actually like them better than our home team jerseys. Of course, would rather be playing in Central Texas Stadium in front of the home crowd, but I love the Armadillos away uniforms. Let me know what you guys think. So here is Danny Dimes. Yes, he had a great game against us the last time we played him. He has 21 touchdowns on the season to only 8 picks, but he is not leading the league in passing because that honor belongs to none other than one Damon Sanders, leading the league in picks as a rookie. So all right, here we go, guys. Gotta hate playing the Colts here, but we're doing it. Daniel Jones going to start out here in the shotgun with, of course, Jonathan Taylor behind him and good gang tackles. I saw Ndamukong Suh, the man we just tried to offer a contract to, was in there to bring Taylor down. Last time we played Taylor, I want to say he eclipsed 150, or he definitely got close. He definitely got close. So you got to figure Jonathan Taylor is going to be the main focus of this matchup here, and this time Jones going to drop back for a pass, and that is caught by Michael Pittman. We know him all too well. He has had so many good games against us so far in this series, and hopefully today is not the same thing, but we're going to have to watch out for number 11 because he has found a way to stick it to the Armadillos. So now 1st and 10. From the 39, Jones coming out again in the shotgun here. This time Taylor to his right, and nice play fake there by Jones. He got me on that one, and Jason Verrett, could not intercept it, but good defense there on Michael Pittman. So now Daniel Jones coming out in the single back formation here. And it's going to be a give to Taylor. Oh, nice juke in the backfield. He completely shook Marcus Davenport out of his jockstrap. But luckily, Javon Hargrave, who is also back healthy, was there to clean it up because that was a nasty juke. Got the Colts in a third down situation here already, so that is good to see. Daniel Jones dropping back, and oh, Jason Verrett couldn't knock it away. Zach Pascal, of all people, came down with it. That was a high degree of difficulty type of catch, and now we see Jalen Burnett, who is so close to getting his dev trait revealed. He just really can't stay healthy, unfortunately. Jalen Burnett, a very good player, high rated overall, but we've just seen him trot off the field one too many times. Hopefully it's just a minor injury and he can come back. So there's, wow, just pass off the mark there intended for Alec Pierce. And no, Jalen Burnett, bruised sternum, will not return to this game. So yeah, as much as I love Jalen Burnett, I think he was tied for the highest rated player in the class. He can't stay healthy. So now Jones in single back, going to be a give to Taylor, and Marcus Davenport's right there. I usered him. That's right, buddy. Go ahead and dab on him. That was a great play in the backfield. All right, come on, Austin Armadillo's defense. We need you here. Let's get these Colts off of the field. That would be huge. Oh, a chance for an interception. Did he get it? Did he get it? Jason Verrett, I think they're going to call it a pick. I see him flexing. If that's a pick, that was a ginormous pick by Jason Verrett. Let's see if he got the feet in bounds. Oh, I think he drugged that left toe. Well, maybe not. They might call that one back, but nonetheless, they're going to have to punt. Right now, Dillos say they have it on the pick. We'll see if it stands. If it stands, man, that was just a great interception by Jason Verrett. There is the man who is leading the NFL in passing yards in his rookie campaign. Damon freaking Sanders, the bald-headed bullet himself, just playing great. Haven't thrown a lot of picks either as of late, which for me, that is good. And there's no booth review. So the interception by Jason Verrett stands. That is awesome. That is just so awesome. Haven't had a pick in a while, I feel like. So we are going to go, well, it's not Dom Fitzpatrick. It's actually Tony Pollard. So that kind of scares me a little bit. I thought it was Fitzpatrick. After the 4-yard pickup now, it is 2nd and 6. And we are going to go ahead and send McCole Hardman in motion, coming out of the single back formation. Wide open is McCole, and that was a nice pass there on the motion curl. McCole Hardman was able to pick it up, and now we find ourselves in a 3rd and 1. So I say Dom Fitzpatrick, come on out. Dom Fitzpatrick just had a astronomical game last week. I don't remember the yardage total, but I want to say it was around 170 or above. And he's going to have to pick this up for us here. Let's see if he can do it, and he does with ease. Dom Fitzpatrick has made this offense just look so much better. Cannot wait to see what his dev trait may be. I'm thinking it's probably star because we did draft him in the later rounds, but you never know. He could be a surprise and could have superstar or something like that. We'll go ahead and go back to Dom here, this time coming out of the I formation. We'll send Mechie in motion, maybe just to try to confuse him a little bit. Doubt that will work, but look at Dom. Dom has the edge, and oh, Dom tried to juke. He is more of a power back, but Julian Blackman was right there to make the tackle. But how about that? Dom Fitzpatrick, he just has a first step that is something to be reckoned with. He just explodes off of the line, I feel like, so well, something that Tony Pollard has not excelled in so far this season. So let's see what the old Fitz train has in store for him here. Going to get it out of the inside zone. Another open lane, and Dom Fitzpatrick takes it for a gain of 8. Yes, 175 yards, 1 touchdown last week. As I mentioned, he did cross the 170 mark, and it looks like if he keeps up what he's doing here today, he might do the same thing. Let's go ahead and hit him with a single back wham here. We are going to double team DeForest Buckner, and Dom should be able to pick up 2, I would think, and he does. Fighting forward, gets just enough of what he needed. So far, doing a lot of the work here on the ground. Let's see if we can get somebody involved here in the passing game. And I think it just might be John Mechie, but no, it's off the fingertips. Feel like the Colts will be expecting a run here, so we're going to try to hit him with some play action. Could have Ricky Seals-Jones, or maybe, oh, Ricky Seals-Jones is open. If Sanders can fit it in there, he does. It was a tight window, but again, Ricky Seals-Jones, we just extended this man's contract because he has been a great option at tight end number 2. Picks up 14 on that, and more importantly, moves the chain. So now 1st and 10. We are knocking on the heels of the red zone here. I'm going to come out in the gun, see if anybody can possibly get open. We're just going to dump it down to Bruce Joyner, the tight end. Damon Sanders is probably, I would say, his favorite target. We'll come out here 2nd and 4, and let's try draw play, see if Fitzpatrick, oh, he's shaking. He's trying to get through those blockers there, and he does. Fitzpatrick already at 5 rushes for 43 yards. I love that stat line. Roughly 8 yards per carry, and Fitzpatrick just continues to impress. I am just so pleased with what I've seen from him, and hopefully he can keep this up, you know, continue to ride this wave of momentum that he has. So now 1st and goal. We are knocking here, guys. We are on the 10-yard line here. Let's see if we can punch this in. So there's McCole Hardman. There's a flag. It's probably holding. He does get tackled at the 1, but I gotta believe this is coming back, and it is. Who is the guilty party? Show me your face. It's Jawan Taylor. You, sir, are in trouble. So after the untimely holding call, now it is 1st and goal here. Backed up 10 yards. We are on the 20 now. Gonna come out tight shotgun. Oh, and John Mechie's wide open. No one's guarding him. Mechie, he fumbled it on the 1-yard line. Are you freaking kidding me? Stephon Gilmore picks it up. Oh, no. I do not accept that. I do not accept that. John Mechie, all you had to, he was in, right? I mean, tell me he wasn't in, man. They say they have it on the 9-yard line. I'm so confused. Where? Oh, I guess they picked it up. But tell me, John, all you have to do, my friend, my compadre, just extend the ball out. Usually that is Marquez Callaway that we see doing stuff like that, not John Mechie, but I don't know. I mean, his foot is in. Yes, his foot is in, but I guess the ball never crossed the plane. So that is just so unfortunate. I mean, you want to talk about ripping a fella's heart out, man. That is, I don't even know what to say about that. I thought for sure we had points, but no, we don't. And here comes Danny Dimes. Can we get a safety or something? No, somehow Danny Dimes just 180s it to Alec Pierce. We almost had him in the end zone there. All right, got to play football here. Daniel Jones now coming out shotgun. Taylor this time to his left. Jones is dropping back. He's looking and just going to throw this thing out of bounds. And Jones just slings this thing to the sideline. So now we got him in a 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line here. And Jones is going to drop back. He's looking. He's surveying. Another pick. That's Jason Verrett. Are you kidding me? 2nd interception of the game from Jason Verrett? Okay, well, Daniel Jones he needs to stop throwing the ball. That is Jason Verrett's 2nd interception of the game. This one good for a pick 6. So after a very Lemony Snicket-esque series of unfortunate events that happened to us, Jason Verrett makes up for it with a big-time play. I've been calling zone a lot this game, and I guess so far it's kind of worked out for us, so why not continue to stay in zone here? And that was also a dangerous pass by Jones. Now Jones gonna stay in shotgun here. This time 3 receivers and Taylor to his left, and that's gonna be a catch by Taylor. Haven't really called his name too much so far, which I am not upset about at all. Wrestled down there to the turf by Clinton Dix. That one is good for 14, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. So, a weird first quarter, I will say. We almost scored, had it on the 1-yard line. John Mechie fumbled it. Following series, Jason Verrett picked it for the 2nd time, pick 6 on Danny Dimes, and we're up 7-0, and we've been able to keep the Colts off of the scoreboard, which I am just thrilled about. So now Jones is going to revert back to the single back formation. Probably going to be a give to Taylor, one would assume, which it is, but we have tons of armadillos there. Meeting him, I saw Javon Hargrave in there, and I also saw Anthony Barr as well. Let's go ahead and show blitz here. Could be a run to Taylor, which it will be, but he only needed inches, and I probably shouldn't have came out in the nickel, if I'm being completely honest. That was actually Nyheim Hines, not Jonathan Taylor, who picked that one up.
Wow.
Now Colts getting very close to the red zone. They got it on our 27-yard line here. So got to be careful. Need our defense to, where's Jason Verrett? Come on, Jason. There actually is Jason Verrett. I think, no, that was actually Troy Pride, number 31. Just got face planted to the turf. But Jason Verrett, we need you. Could you get 3 interceptions in the first half? That is a tall task indeed for anybody, but I guess if anybody's up for the challenge, I think it would be you, brother. So would love to see that here. And here comes Taylor. Got the hole there, but Alan Schmidt finally got him down, but it was a good chain mover. Alan Schmidt, our rookie from Arizona State. Matter of fact, his dev trait should be close to being revealed as well. So now Nyheim Hines subs in, number 21 there. Danny Dimes going to send a man in motion, but it is going to be a give to Himes, and he has multiple armadillos. Javon Hargrave was back there instantly. That was about a loss of 5. Javon Hargrave just shut that thing down. He says, not this time, brother. I am going to make sure you do not get a singular yard on this play. 3rd and 10 here. Dillo's defense, where are you at? We need you now more than ever. About 4.5 to go until halftime. Would love to hold the Colts here to a field goal. And no, Taylor just barely gets it. I mean, we have Marcus Davenport out there in coverage, which is never a good thing. I'll tell you what, they don't teach you this in football school, but you do not want a defensive end covering a running back. That will end in disaster 11 times out of 10. Now Colts are putting something together here. They are very close to the end zone. Got to watch. We got a receiver wide open over here. Or it could be Taylor time, and it is Taylor time, and Taylor dives in. So good drive there by the Colts. Got to just clap it up for him. Nothing I can really say about that. We had several opportunities to either A, get them off the field, or B, hold them to a field goal, and they converted every time. So that was a good answer by Dimes and the Colts, and they are going to knock this thing up 7-7. Let's see what we can do to respond. So far, Dom Fitzpatrick averaging over 8 yards per carry, so that is very good to see. 5 rushes for 43 yards. I love that stat line. And you know what? We are going to, yes, go back to him, but we haven't really done too much in the passing game so far, so I want to get that established, and I think this is a great time for a play fake. So we'll come out single back, fake, and we have, heavy pressure. Just throw it away, Sanders. Oh, my God. I just saw my life flash before my eyes on that one. Surely they wouldn't be expecting a second straight play action, right? So we'll go ahead and do it. And, McCole Hardman. There he is. McCole Hardman. Look. Was that an incomplete pass? Oh, my God. Armadillos, what are you doing? So just like that, because of the drop by McCole, it is 3rd and 10. We got a blitzer going to be here on the right side. So we'll use Fitzpatrick as an extra blocker. Coming out single or a shotgun bunch here. And McCole Hardman, you got to catch that. Make up for it. He does make up for it. How do you catch that one after getting popped on the catch, but you drop the other one? I don't know, but I'm not going to argue with it. Either way, it was a good catch and a good completion by McCole Hardman. So now 2nd and 10, we're going to come out in the tight shotgun formation here. And there, Damon Sanders fumbled it. Somebody pick it up. No, DeForest Buckner scoops it up. Oh, Damon. We had Jamal Agnew so open. The second I pressed triangle, DeForest Buckner was right there in the backfield. Forced fumble from Damon Sanders. I am not a happy boy right now. Look at this, man. Jamal Agnew and also John Mechie. I mean, just nobody there guarding him. I mean, I guess I should have got the ball out quicker. So, all right. I mean, I'll take the blame for that, but that is very unfortunate. How do we have 2 picks, 2 interceptions, and now we just roughed the kicker? So whatever. But we have 2 interceptions in the first quarter alone, and now we're down 14-7 on the scoreboard. Got to get it together. In this game, defense is playing great. Offense, kind of sus. 20 seconds to go here until the 2-minute warning. We are going to come out single back and look for... Oh, we have DeForest Buckner. Can somebody block this man? Or that's Shaq Leonard. I don't even know the players now. These armadillos got me so flustered. Shaq Leonard on the blitz gets Damon Sanders in the backfield, and we cannot stop the pressure. All right, 3rd and 12 here. Double teaming DeForest Buckner because I am about sick of him. Got to also watch Shaq Leonard there in the middle. 3rd and 12. We have got to pick this up here. So let's see if we can go out and do just that. I see Bruce Joyner. Can you get it? He drops it. Oh, the drops in this game are just going to be the death of me, man. The drops, the sacks, the boneheaded plays. There is no reason based on how our defense has played. Also, can I get a fumble? No, of course not. It's just, oh, nice hit there by Ty Summers of all people. The way that our defense has played, there is no reason it should be 14-7. If anything, it should be 14-7 us, but it is not. And now we are on a slippery slope, my friends, because if the Colts score here and go up 21-7, that would not be good. So let's just make sure that doesn't happen. There's Alec Pierce. I hate that gentleman.
Come on, man.
1st and 10 here. Colts almost at midfield. Let us just have a good defensive stand, please. That's all I'm asking for. All right, you want to check it down to Jonathan Taylor. I guess I'm okay with that. He also gets out of bounds and stops the clock here, but Taylor now 4 for 40 in receiving, not in rushing. Bet you didn't add that to your FanDuel picks, but he is. 3rd and 3, please. Armadillos, where are you at? I need you guys right now more than ever. We got to get these Colts off of the field, man. We can't let them convert, and Mo Alley freaking Cox is right there, and that is going to be a conversion. Frank Wright calls a timeout, but Colts are already in field goal range. So now, I don't know, we just go get the Vaseline, put our hands together, pray, and accept it. Be nice to get another big interception or something like that. Jones already has 2, so a 3rd one would be great. But of course, now he is just locked in and laser focused. Pickup of 6. Jonathan Taylor now with his 5th catch, so I guess we have to look for him heavily. We're going to go ahead and audible this into a blitz because Jones is coming out in single back, which it's not going to be a run. But, ooh, that was Verrett again. I'm telling you, don't throw it that man's way. He took some steroids or something before this game because he showed up ready to play. And now we got him in a 3rd down. So let's get him off the field. Okay, Alec Pierce is wide open. Does somebody want to guard him? No? All right, sounds good to me. I am heated. I just hate the Colts, man. I hate the Colts with every fiber of my being. They're not even that good of a team. I mean, they're okay. You know, they're better than us. Yes, of course. But just every time we play the Colts, it just seems like they have us figured out. We can't figure them out. They're just good enough on offense. They're really good on defense. And what once seemed to be a very promising half of football is now an extremely uphill battle. We're probably going to have heavy pressure, but I feel like maybe, you know what? Let's streak Callaway, and let's also streak Bruce Joyner. Why not? One of them could get open, and I think it's actually going to be Callaway, which it is. Yes. Okay, call a timeout. That was huge. If we could somehow strike before halftime and we get the ball back, that would just be absolutely huge. So let's just try to do it. And there's Callaway again. Please catch it. And that's an interception by Stephon Gilmore. I hate the Colts. I just hate them. Stephon Gilmore specifically, he just always seems to just completely own us. And I don't think it was a bad read. Actually, Gilmore caught it off the bobble of all things, but they're going to kick a field goal here with Jake Elliott, and they are going to go into the locker room up 24-7. It was a good first quarter by the Armadillos, not a good half. Hey, 3 seconds to go. We had a last minute run by Dom Fitzpatrick last episode. Can we get that again? Maybe? No. Okay. So we need to figure it out. We need to get together right now. This game is slipping away from us. We have looked really good the last couple of weeks, but I'll tell you, we do not look good right now. 80 passing yards, 50 rushing yards. Do we just go back to Dom Fitzpatrick? I mean, is that the move? I don't know. We're going to set the focus to run inside. And now we're going to defend the medium pass, because as you can see on your screen, Daniel Jones has a perfect passer rating when throwing the ball in the medium range. So we got to shake something up. We got to do something. They haven't even really gone to Jonathan Taylor too much on the ground. He's actually been more of a receiver than anything, but we have got to figure it out, guys, and we have got to figure it out quick. So now Colts have all the momentum. Some of our team's receivers' icons are hidden during the play, so that is just wonderful. Dom trying to get something shaken, but only able to pick up 2. I think that we're going to streak Bruce Joyner, because we do have Shaq Leonard right there, and they may be sending him on a blitz possibly, which they are not, but we do have Marquez Callaway, and so many drops by the Armadillos in this game, man. So many drops, and now we do have heavy blitzers here coming. So this time we are going to audible here, and we could have Seals Jones or John Mechie, depending, and we're gonna give up Bruce Joyner. That's another interception by Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore, great player, Hall of Fame player, true class act. When it comes to Madden, I hate him, and we only got 7 points on the scoreboard, man. It's just so bad right now. We haven't played this bad in a while. We've been playing good these last few episodes. We haven't played this bad in a while. Now, finally, a give to Taylor, but Anthony Barr was there to wrap him up for a gain of 5. So Taylor now at 11 for 30 with 1 touchdown. Jones now empty. Let's freaking pin our ears back and get these Colts off of the field. Let's get us a big sack there. Yes, Porter freaking Gustin of all people. And also Marcus Davenport, I think, got credit for half a sack as well. Haven't called old Porter's name in quite a while, but Porter Gustin was there to make the sack, and that was huge. That came at a very clutch moment indeed. And now Daniel Jones is faced with a 3rd and 14. Maybe just check it down, and okay, luckily, wow. Okay, Zach Pascal stepped out of bounds there because nobody was within 15 yards of this man, and they're going to go for it. Just kick the field goal, man. Just kick the field goal. Why would you go for it in this situation? I don't know why you would do that, but they are going to do that, and we're just going to have to sell out to stop the run. It's the best decision, in my opinion, and that actually might be a false start. Is it a false start or encroachment? Now they should kick the field goal. Thank you, whoever that was. They will kick the field goal. But tell me how Zach Pascal gets so wide open that there is not a defender within 15 yards of him. Riddle me that. I don't know, because I'm confused on that. All right, guys, no more messing around here. We got to get serious, because this game is slipping away from our grasp right before our eyes. There's Bruce Joyner, but the pressure. Quiddy pay this time, man. Oh my God, dude, the pressure was just there instantly. I mean, I literally pressed the button, and now our screen's shaking. It's 2nd and 17. We're going to come out play action. There's McCole Hardman, been about the only bright spot of this game so far. That was a big one. Damon Sanders only at 118. What are you doing, brother? Or what am I doing? What's the Colts doing? I don't know. I don't have the answers. to these questions that we're looking for, but it is 1st and 10. We're going to go to Dom here, and Dom has the edge. Thank you, sir. Let's get out of bounds. Dom Fitzpatrick now at 9 for 67. And now we're faced with a big 3rd and 6. Dare I say, this might be 4-down territory for the simple fact that we got to get some points. So Damon Sanders will come out empty on the 3rd and 6. And we have a receiver, Marquez Callaway. You do not fumble it. Thank you, sir. Picks up the chains, moves the chains, and now it's a 1st and 10. So now we got something going here. Finally, it's 1st and 10. We're going to drop back, single back, and Sanders is sacked again because apparently our players just forgot how to block. That is Patrick Gamble, the rookie from LSU. I remember looking at him in the scouting, and apparently our players just forgot how to block. 2nd and 14 now. We're on the 34-yard line. Got to get some quick strikes going, and there is Callaway. Nice drop in the bucket there by Sanders. That was an over-the-shoulder throw, and that will put us 1st and goal from the 8, and Marquez Callaway is so surprised by that he is now frozen solid. Ball is on the 8-yard line. Got to find pay dirt here. We're going to roll out with Sanders because he has room. Can he get in? Damon Sanders with the rushing touchdown. Yes, I do believe his first of his career. I don't think he has a rushing touchdown so far. And I just saw an opening on the right side. I saw green grass. I saw blue skies. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let's take off and run with it because Sanders really hasn't had a good day passing the ball, and that was clutch. Now, if our defense can just step up, make a stop, we still got ourselves a ball game. Danny Dimes going to start this thing out single back, so we will bring out our base 4-3 package here. Got Taylor behind him, and it's going to be a pass still, though. And where's the defense, man? Keegan McGriff turns the Jets on. Jonathan Taylor looking like the best receiver in the NFL. I'm not quite sure how Daniel Jones can start out so terrible through the air with 2 interceptions, and then now he's looking like he can't miss. I don't really get it, but nonetheless here, it's all right. Daniel Jones coming out shotgun again, and look at Taylor, man. He's like freaking Jamar Chase out here. Justin Taylor, Jonathan Jefferson, that is who this guy is. 8 receptions for 81 yards. We are going to have to usurp a defender on him, I think. Danny Dimes again coming out shotgun here, and he's dropping back, looking for his receivers, and of course, none other than Taylor, but that's a good cut stick there by Clinton Dix to limit him to only a gain of 7. And again, I think that we just have to usurp a man on, well, now it's Nyheim Hines, not Jonathan Taylor, so maybe not. It's going to actually be a give to Hines, and there is Denzel Perryman, able to wrap him up. So now we got the Colts in a very big 3rd down here. We have got to find a way to stop them, hold them to a field goal, whatever it takes. Gonna use a man on Taylor because I'm sure he's going Taylor's way, and that was smart. There is Marcus Davenport getting the sack, and that is clutch indeed. And now it's going to actually be a long field goal. So 3rd quarter about to end. We'll see what the Colts do. So long field goal here coming from Jake Elliott. Can they miss it? If they miss it, we still have a shot in this game, but Jake Elliott is going to drill that thing through and make this score 30-14. So it's not over yet. It's a 2-score game, assuming that we can score twice and get 2 2-point conversions. That was a good defensive stand, yes, but the way that our defense has been playing this half, I'm just not impressed. So we're going to need something big, and we're going to need it now. Damon Sanders coming out in the tight shotgun formation here, and we're just going to try to check it down. There's a flag. That could be roughing. That could be roughing. Please let it be roughing. It's holding. All right, so there's the end of the 3rd quarter here. 30-14 is your score. Only 128 passing yards. Damon Sanders, of course, he's leading the league in passing yards. But I'll tell you, you wouldn't be able to tell that from today's game because he's really not doing too much. So we're going to unfortunately have to go away from our running game now and rely heavily on the pass or maybe the scramble from Sanders. Okay, Sanders already has a rushing touchdown in this game, and we're going to come out in the single back, and we're dropping back to pass. John Mechie wide open. Okay, there we go. Don't fumble that one, Mechie, please. You already have one in this game. That's a good catch, good completion by Mechie. Now at 4 for 50. 2nd and 10 here. Ball almost at midfield. We're going to come out shotgun, and we have McCole Hardman. Nice catch. Toe tapping on the sidelines. I will say, if nothing else, McCole Hardman is having a pretty good game here. Got to watch what the safety does here because McCole Hardman is getting pressed pretty tight. And you know what? We're going to give him a shot. McCole, catch that. Oh, just slightly over his head. And this is quite possibly the biggest 3rd down of the game here. We have got to pull out all the stops and find a way to pick this up here. 3rd and 10 it is, and there's Bruce Joyner. Haven't called his name too much. He does catch it, but he's short by 3, and Madden wants us to go for a field goal. That, I'm sorry, will not be happening because we got to get into the end zone. We're down 2 scores. We're down by 16, and we have to get into the end zone. So we got to pick this up. 4th and 3 here. We're coming out single back. I'm going to look for Ricky Seals-Jones possibly, and he's open, and it's batted at the line. Oh, my God. Was that even batted, or did that hit our own player? That bounced off the freaking helmet of Justin Britt. Oh, this is a Murphy's Law type of game right here. Anything that can go wrong, it has gone wrong. I've seen a ton of drops. I've seen a ton of pressure, and I have seen just some weird things happen. I saw a bounce off of freaking Justin Britt's helmet. I mean, tell me how that happens. Mo Alley-Cox was there. Danny Shelton wraps him up, but we really needed to find the end zone on that one, guys. We really did. And you know what? Now we just got to come up with some type of a turnover, or we got to watch Jonathan Taylor, who's been, read option by Jones, make him bumble. What the heck kind of animation was that? I don't know. Daniel Jones, like Madden just knew, no, we're not going to let him fumble. We're not going to let him fumble at all. He just completely just flopped down to the turf there. I mean, that's a weird animation, but all right. 6 minutes to go. Not feeling good about this unless we can somehow get a turnover or a fumble or something. Jason Verrett, almost had his 3rd interception. He was right there in position to make it, and I would say, if nothing else, Jason Verrett, at least he's got 2 picks in this game. That's very good to see. Now Jones coming out. He almost got to him on the sack, but he does throw it out of bounds. This is pretty much the ball game, I would say. And Jones is looking. He's not seeing anybody. He's going to take off, and he is going to be sacked there by Troy Pride Jr. That was very big. Here we go. It's 1st and 10 here. Let's go ahead and put Fitzpatrick on a wheel route. That could be a good option. Could have Agnew on the zig or possibly Mechie, depending. And that, I'm just going to throw that away. I didn't see anybody getting open and didn't want to risk anything. Got to call my PAX burst here. This is the best time to use it. Hopefully we can hit Joyner on this play, which I think we actually might be able to. No, because the Colts have the best freaking coverage in the entire NFL. That was Bobby Okereke was right there, the middle linebacker playing coverage. And now it's 3rd and 10. Gonna go back to this play action, maybe to McCole Hardman, because this is about the only thing I feel that has worked so far in this game. And of course it's not gonna work because the Colts are just amazing. I don't know, man. I'm just at a loss of words right now. We have looked completely terrible in this game. Michael Pittman gonna punch it into the end zone, and that is probably gonna be the ball game. This has not been the but it's the Colts. It is really, honestly and truly the Colts. We cannot find a way to beat these Colts, man. Every time we play them, oh, good animation. Oh, it got blocked. The kick got blocked. That's pretty cool. Not that it freaking matters, but who was that, actually? Can't tell by the number. Javelin Guidry, his second blocked kick of this franchise. And, as I was saying, let me get back to the negatives here. It's just the Colts, man. The Colts, I don't know. They must just match up against us so well, because every time we play them, I mean, if you've watched the last 2 episodes, we have played very good football. I mean, we have played very good football, and we've done a lot of great things. But for some reason, whenever we play Indianapolis, it's just like they just have our numbers. So they're right there. You see a defender right in the face of Damon Sanders. 1st and 10 here. Ball's on the 46. We suck. There's no hope. But Marquez Callaway has easily been our best receiver so far in this game, I feel like. Damon Sanders now at 244. And it is 2nd and 4 here. Let's use Fitzpatrick as an extra blocker. And let's also put Joyner on a streak. Could also have Mechie on the stop and go possibly, which I think, no, that's going to be an interception because Shaq Leonard is just so good, and I apparently am just so terrible. Worst loss that we have seen in quite some time. We dropped to the Indianapolis Colts 36-14 in a game that we really needed. This was a very important game. Not saying that our playoff hopes are dead, but now we got to win out, and let's face the reality of the situation. The next 2 weeks, we play 2 teams that are not that good, the Seahawks and the Broncos. Both of them are under 500, but then we cap off the season playing the Baltimore Ravens, who are, I believe, the #1 seed in the AFC. Damon Sanders has not thrown a pick in, I want to say, 2 games at least. He throws 3 in this game. Some of that might have been on me, but this game, there was just a lot of effery, if you will. So Daniel Jones over 300. He had 2 interceptions in the first quarter. We started off so well. Jason Verrett picked it off twice. Didn't throw another one after that. He did find the end zone 3 times. Damon Sanders with 0 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, so not going to help his touchdown interception ratio. 244 yards. Some of that came in garbage time. Don Fitzpatrick did play good, 66 yards, 6.6 yards per carry, but unfortunately, later on in the game, we got in a situation where we had to go away from him. Damon Sanders, though, did get his first rushing touchdown, so that is pretty good to see. Defensively, we had some pressure, but here's the thing. We lost Javon Hargrave, and we also lost Jalen Burnett, and not Javon Hargrave, I'm sorry. We lost Ndamukong Suh, and we lost Jalen Burnett. They are going to be out for at least a couple weeks. We had a couple sacks, and the only bright spot really was those 2 picks by Jason Verrett. So that was a tough pill to swallow. We're going to have to play the best football that we have played in the history of us doing this franchise these next 3 weeks, because we now sink to 6-8. Colts are 8-6, and we're going to have to win out, and we're going to need some help from a lot of the other AFC teams that are in front of us. So, all right, guys, not sure what to say about that. That was a tough one, but I still had fun with it, and, I appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't checked out yet, I just dropped a Madden 23 5-year rebuild, but I start with the lowest free agents in the game. That was a really fun series. It's just a one-off video. It's not part of any series, but check that out if you haven't already, and it's pretty good. So I'm going to go take a cold shower and, try to forget that this game ever happened. So as always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.